I've got a 1959 Metropolitan right here. And I got to tell you, I like Metropolitans. I've had a lot of Metropolitans over the years. I used to have sometimes 2 or 3 of them at a time sometimes, but you can't find them that often anymore. Anyway, I came across this one out of Bellingham. Actually, it was up at Blaine is where it was at. The guy that I bought it from was he was highly involved with the Metropolitan group, and he'd owned this car for a number of years. And anyway, I bought it. We took it in to get it serviced, and they found out that it needed a steering box in the thing. And they had a long time. They waited for parts on it to get the steering box for it. But so it's got a brand new steering box in it and everything. The thing runs good. It drives good, and you'll get to see it going down the freeway. We'll take it down the freeway and everything, so you'll see it good. And you can look at this is not a show car. This is a driver quality car, and you can drive it and enjoy it. I mean, there's a few issues, like right there. There's a little piece of the chrome missing. You see right there. So you can see we have a few little spots here. You know, I mean, it's not perfect, but the paint looks decent on it. But there are some chips in places on here. And it all looks good. Down the sides, it all looks really good. The windshield is all good and stuff. So I'll open this door for you, and you can see it's missing a door handle, but Andrew's working on getting a new door handle for it. I don't even know what happened to the old one. We had one for it, didn't we?
Oh, it kind of fell apart.
It fell apart.
I'll take a shot of the dash here. It's kind of like the rest of the car. You know, it's an unrestored car, so if the paint's not perfect on here, but it covers well. But you can see some pitting on the chrome on that ashtray there. And you can see the paint just kind of, it's kind of scuffed up and scratchy looking, but you know, it's kind of the overall condition of the rest of the car too. You know, it's all kind of about the same. You can see there's a little bit of pitting on the shift lever there. It's showing 8,580 miles on there. And again, with the knobs, you know, they're not in perfect shape. You know, they're kind of pitted a little bit too. So there you go.
Simple cars. They run good. I love the way they have to start them. You want to see how it starts? It's kind of interesting. It's a little different. If you know about Metropolitans, then you know this. So to start it, you have the switch right here. So you got to turn the key on, and then you pull this. Well, I said it would start, didn't I? There we go. And that's all you got to do to start it. Just pull this out. Kind of fun.
Yep.
Kind of fun. It's just a neat little car. The interior, you know, it's not all tore up or anything else. It looks a little. This seat could probably stand to be repatted and make a big difference on it. But you don't have a lot of room back here for somebody to sit back here. And of course, you got the convertible top right here. And you know, these are fun when they're convertible. I've sold more coupes than I have convertibles over the years. The door, it closes good. And again, you can look and see it all looks good. The tires are old, but they're in great shape.
So all 4 tires are all the same. They're Thunder tires, and they're dated at 12/16, so that's the 12th week of 2016, and they all look in good shape. I mean, the rubber's not cracked on the sidewalls at all. Everything looks to be in good shape.
They're good. You look at them and see there's no cracking in there anywhere. I didn't see any cracking. You see any cracking over there?
Nope, they all look good over here.
They look good on there. So these tires, there is no law for changing tires when it's 7 years. That's a fallacy. Tire guy told us, he says, as long as there's no cracking in the sidewall, we'll put them on. If there's any cracking at all, they won't install them. I think the guy I bought it from, I don't think he was hardly driving it at all when I got it, but it fired up and ran just fine when I bought it from him. Gas filter's right there. And of course, there's spare tires right there. To get to the trunk, you got to go through the back seat. And you can see the door sill there. It'd be nice with new door sills on it and stuff, but they're not a fancy car. Again, the doors close really good. And it all looks good across here. Anyway, these are fun cars to drive.
We're going to go ahead and start the Metro and show you the lights working and the horn and the wipers and all that stuff. It starts real easy. Get the headlights on. There's a Barker lights and the headlights. You got high-low. There you go, high-low beams, and then horn. Wipers. One wiper is not really working all that well. They kind of stay together for a minute, but then the one just kind of is loose. But anyway, they seem to be working okay right now. Gonna try the turn signals, see if we can get anything out of those. We're not sure if the turn signals are doing anything. They didn't do anything for us when we had it off, but yeah, go to the back of the car. So you got the tail lights on. You get the brake lights. There's the brake lights. How about turn signals back here? See if they do anything? Probably not, huh?
No.
Nothing.
You're looking at the engine on this Metropolitan. This is an Austin Healey engine, and it's a 4-cylinder. It's 1,500 cc's, and I got to tell you, these are great driving little engines. I mean, I've had a lot of Metropolitans over the years. I've never had a problem with any of the engines in them. So they've been good, and they just work great. And a 3-speed manual transmission. And I've seen these with a Ford 60 flathead in here, which is big engine in here, but the Ford 60 is small and it fit in there. And I've heard of them, somebody put like a 454 Chevy in one of these things or so. Anyway, they've been modified over the years. That's the air heater right there with all hoses going in. You can see the VIN numbers right there on below the dash pad. The pad there has got information on it also, but as you can see, it's a clean, nothing fancy. It's not showy in here or not. Go ahead and start it up. So now you can hear it running stuff. You can see the underside of the here is good and everything. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this running stuff. We're going to put the top up for you on this Metropolitan right now. We got to take the snaps off here. Then we just have to raise it up. Then it comes down. Up. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Oop, oop. The horn works. There we go. And there it is latched. So now you can see the top. It's clean and nice. You know, it's not new. Again, this is a driver quality Mustang.
Metro.
We're going to take the top down for you now, and it goes down real easy. We got to remove these snaps right here, and we'll take them loose all the way around. So we got them, and then you got a latch inside here. You unloosen this latch right here, and we can lift it up. Get it? Yep. And we got to pull this down here. Yeah, I think it. There we go. There we go. That's coming. Oop. And there it sits right there. So that's how the top goes down, and we got the boot in there, and we can put the boot on. We're going to take a look inside the trunk. This is the way you get in this. On these early Metropolitans, you came through the back seat to get into the trunk area. And you just see it's all solid in there. we haven't really even cleaned in there or anything. So I just want to show you with the boot on. That way we didn't spend the time taking the photos of us putting snaps on. Anyway, it just gives you an idea how it fits in there and looks. So this is a 1959 Metropolitan. And the Metropolitans in 1959 came out with a vent window right there. 58s did not have them. But 58s, you had to access the trunk through the rear seat. This does not have a trunk lid on it. 59s had a trunk lid on it. So I'm assuming that what happened here is they had some bodies left over, and like Henry Ford, he used everything. He went into the next year on stuff. They probably did the exact same thing here. So it's titled as a 59, and it's got the vent windows. I didn't see any vent windows on any of the 58s I looked at. There had no vent windows.
Walk under this Metropolitan and show you the underside of it. It's nice and clean under here. You can see the inner fenders here. Everything looks good. There's nothing in the way of rust anywhere that I can see. I mean, I don't see anything. It looks like it's all original undercoating under this thing. I mean, it's been painted under here a little bit. You see the rear end's nice and black painted. But I think a lot of this undercoat on these floor pans is probably factory. I mean, you can scrape on it with your finger and it's solid. I mean, it's not like a lot of these cars, they get the grease and the undercoat get mixed up and it just looks like a sloppy mess, and this stuff's all solid. So I think this is probably all original floor pans. I mean, I think it's had a good life. It's not been out in the weather too much. If it has, it's not been in salty, snowy conditions or anything like that, because I don't see anything in the way of rust in here anywhere. I mean, look at the floor pans. There's nothing that looks rotten anywhere. You know, if you get out to the rocker panels, there's some spots that look like they've been maybe some bond with it. You can look at like the seam here. It looks like it's just been worked a little bit and kind of up in here. But you know, for having such clean floor pans, I don't know why the rocker panels would have any issues. But I would tell you, this spot right here, it almost looks like maybe this bottomed out or something, kind of push this up a little bit. But that's the only thing I can show you in the bottom side of this car, really. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's all the structure's all still there. It just looks like that's just pushed up just a hair, and you don't notice it, you know, from only when you get it up in the air. So it looks like they worked on the paint a little bit there, trying to repair that a bit. But that's the only thing I can really show you. There's the bottom of the little 3-speed tranny and the 4-banger that's painted green, so they match. There's your brake master cylinder, the little tiny thing. Don't want that thing, you know. Little car, doesn't go very fast, so you're not, you don't need a lot of braking, but still, just leave lots of room in these old cars. You just never know. They're all different, but they're always a lot of fun to drive. And this thing's kind of like driving a Volkswagen. You know, it doesn't go very fast, but it's kind of like a little toy, really. I just think they're cute and they're fun to drive. I don't know. There's something about them. They're kind of a cult following, I guess. I don't know if you'd say that, but it seems like they've come back in popularity again. They were really hot. My dad used to buy all sorts of these things back in the 90s, and now I think it seems like they're kind of a thing again now. But we got two of them right now. We got this convertible and a coupe, both red and white, both pretty little cars. So take your choice. Also, the rubber is good on all four corners. I don't know if I mentioned that, but tires are all in good shape. So there's lots of tread on them. I think you've had a hard time burning the tires off on this thing. You'd have to dump the clutch and rev it up as hard as you can go. I don't know how fast these things go. They're 55-mile-an-hour car. I don't know if you want to do much more than that with them, but like I said, they're kind of a fun little car to drive.
You get to see the left side, which is just like the right side. It's just as nice. You just see the red looks good, the white looks good. It looked better with wide whites on it or so, but we have one wide white, or it's not even a wide white. We're going to look at the right side of the Metropolitan right here. You can see it's really a pretty car, the red and white. It's not a show car, but you know, it looks good, everything. The fit is decent on it, and it runs and drives great. What more could you want? You'll have a lot of fun owning one of these. I've had several of them over the years. Well, we're taking the Metropolitan out for a tour down the road so you can see it run and drive. Nope. Working. So the speedometer is showing 55 right there.
We're doing 49.
We're doing 49 so far as the GPS says. So it's a little fast. Oh, it's at 60 right now. So the speedometer is off. So how fast are we going now?
49.
Still 49?
Yep.
We're steady at 49 right here. So anyway, we're going to take it down the freeway so you can see it run drive. That's I-5 over there. They do 70 out there, so. And the brakes, how do the brakes work on this?
I got a truck behind me. I don't want to stomp on the brakes. They feel fine though.
They feel fine?
Yeah, I'll try to see over here.
Oh, gee, I guess they stop good. That was a brake test for you. I wasn't expecting that. It stops well. Well, we're going up over I-5 right now, and we're going to start down the other side so you can see this thing on the freeway. You can see the speedometer now is at 75,
Doing
and
57.
we're doing 58 right now. And that's probably as good as you want to run it, probably, huh? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't.
It's spinning pretty good right now.
So what do you think?
I mean, I'm surprised it's going as fast as it is down the freeway. I didn't think it would go much faster than on the side street, but we're doing it.
Yeah, it'd probably go a little faster, but this is about where you want to cruise it at, I think. You just see everything there, and we're getting, you know, it's a cool day or cold day, and we're getting warm air out of the heater. The heater works. The radio does not work. The wiper, one wiper works, and this other wiper doesn't really work. We haven't messed with it. Yeah, it's getting plenty warm in here. Wow. Now we're coming down my favorite corner where we're doing, well, we're not doing 50. Sometimes we're doing 70, and he's coming in here fast now, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, it's a good little car, and handles this very well. Oh. So you can see it's a 3-speed manual transmission right there. It shifts good and everything.
Yeah, it's easy to drive.
Hmm?
It drives easy.
It drives easy? Yeah, I know they do. I've had a number of Metropolitans over the years, and this is not a show car, but it's a good driver. And you can work on it a little bit and make it better, but it doesn't need much. If you want to just leave it the way it is, it'd be fine. You want to make it nicer? You can.
Pulled over. There's a cop right there, that pickup.
Oh. Well, you weren't breaking the speed limit. So this gives you a little chance to see it run and drive down the freeway, and we're back to Drager's Clubhouse. There comes the 59 Metropolitan straight at me. I hope he stops. I'm sure he will. I know the brakes are good on it. It runs and drives great. It's a good looking little car. Okay. It accelerates pretty good. I mean, this is a good looking little car. Anywhere you drive this thing, people are going to be looking at it and asking you about it and everything. They're fun. You don't see a lot of them anymore. That sun is brutal. Anyway, he's taking it inside. I'm not sure this comes out very good right now with the bright sun. If you have any questions, please give us a call.